This old Mercedes is about to take me to the Swiss Alps. At least that's the plan. In a few weeks I'll be driving this 1990 Mercedes across Europe to meet up with some friends for a mountain adventure in Switzerland. The good news is that this car has the legendary diesel engine Mercedes is famous for. The bad news, it isn't quite ready yet. So before the adventure can begin, we've got some work to do. Is my new W124 and I'm gonna turn it into a camper. You may have seen my trip to Morocco in a W201, but this is another car, a W124. It's a bit bigger. I'm planning a trip towards Switzerland and later in the year to the Balkans, and I need a car to go there and to sleep there. So this is the car I'm gonna use. The plan is quite simple. I'm gonna put out this passenger seat and I'm gonna put out the seats of the bench behind me, and I'm gonna lay a mattress here, just like I did in Morocco. And I have to make these kind of panels. I'm gonna paint them black on the outside, and then you can put it into the windows. It's a bit hard with one hand. The way around. The car has a sunroof, which is very nice in the summer, and maybe to cool off or air circulation in the night. Yeah, it's a 5-cylinder, 90 horsepower or something like that. So the weird thing about these cars is that it doesn't have a handbrake in the middle, but it has a 4th pedal. So you're gonna have to put your foot there, put it in, and now it's on parking brake, and then you have to pull this switch and now it's off. Before we could start building a bed and making the car suitable for stealth camping, there was one mechanical issue that needed attention first. Whenever I turned sharply to the right, a loud bang would come from the rear suspension. The most likely culprit seemed to be the rear spring. So before focusing on comfort upgrades, it was time to get the car back into a proper mechanical shape. In the end, the stabilizer bar turned out to be the problem. It was snapped. After fixing that, the car drove exactly as it should. The second challenge is privacy. If you're sleeping in a car, especially in busy areas or mountain towns, you don't want everyone to look inside. So I'll be making custom window covers for every window in the car. The goal is simple. The car should look like an ordinary parked Mercedes from the outside, while giving me a comfortable place to sleep on the inside. To measure all these windows to get the right size for the covers. So this one is like 64 centimeters plus an extra centimeter. I will need 3 panels. I'm gonna first make the middle panel. I've done this one time before with a W1, but this time we have a W124, which is bigger in every size. I have these foam panels for in the windows. And there you have it. They fit perfectly, but I'm gonna paint them black, so nobody will see them. And this is it, guys. It's all darkened. It's not completely dark, but well, in the night it will be dark. These panels I'm gonna paint black on the outside. Got a spray paint. You have to be careful not to spray too much, then the whole panel will dissolve. If you do it carefully, it will turn out matte black and you can't even see that there is a panel. It's amazing. And this is the result. The final piece of the puzzle is making this car livable. One of the reasons I'm gonna take the W124 instead of taking the 190D again is the extra space. It's still a sedan, but it's a much larger car. And with a bit of creativity, there should be enough room to sleep inside. That means building some sort of bed platform that is comfortable enough for multiple nights on the road, while keeping the car practical during the trip. So let's remove the chair. Well, that was the hardest part, those plastic clip things, because if they break, I would be sad. Now it's just a matter of tying the bolts. But first we're gonna do the bench. For this we need to do something with the red clips. Then it's just a matter of popping it out. It's super easy. In fact, I pulled on the thing and it all went loose. So that's nice. Now we can take it out. So this is the setup now. We just have the back thing, not the seats. And I have some wood thing I want to try. It's from the W201. I had under the bed, under the mattress. I hope it sort of fits so I can retrofit it into here. I have this piece. I have this piece from the Moroccan series, but this bottom is quite different. But it looks a bit easier to make another one because this area is flat. I can rest on it for sure. That is not that much problem. You see, the problem is you have to go over this beam in order to lay down in the car. Nope. You have the I think this is for the vacuum, for the door locks and things. It's in the way, so I have to build a new one. So I have this plank from the Moroccan series. I'm gonna see if it fits somewhat. Of course it will not perfectly fit because this is a bigger car, but it may will. So in the back it needs a little bit higher, so I'm gonna probably build a thing under it, and here it sits on a air intake something, so that's also not good, but we're almost there. I made some measurements, and now it's a matter of painting them out, cutting them out, and hoping that it fits. It turned out that the mattress did fit, and it also turned out that I hadn't filmed any footage of it. So you will see that next week when I set off for the French Alps. Are you coming along? See you next week.